Oh, hey everybody, Andy here. Thanks for joining me today. Today we are, where the hell are we? We're in northern Minnesota, stone's throw from Canada. We're out here to do 5 days, 4 nights out in the boundary waters. Should be down into negative territory, so looking forward to that. A bunch of guys. We'll show you just who's on the trek today a little bit later on, so stay tuned. Sure hope I remembered everything. We'll figure that out when we get out there. Are we there yet?
Can never get these open. Would you like one?
I would, thank you.
They're disgusting looking, but
Here.
I think you'll have one.
Yes, do I want one? It's embarrassing to look.
Andy?
Yes, sir.
Thanks, bud. Milosh, snack?
So we're just starting out here. Met up around noon. There was already a group that was out on the lakes. We're up here north of Grand Marais. I think this is Bearskin, Buckskin Lake. Nice thing is I'm not planning this, so I just kind of get to be along for the ride. Then we're going to take the portage over, I think, to Duncan. Is the lake just northwest. So we're just hiking. Entry point is just right behind me in the tree line. Parked right by there. It's snowy. It's about 10 degrees out. And it's supposed to get cold. Real cold. And there's a bunch of YouTubers that have all met up to do this. So thanks to Miyagi for putting the winter death march together. He's the mastermind. And we're just along for the ride, but should be a lot of fun. So pretty excited about this. We'll show you who's all here later on, don't worry. But we're doing some hot tenting. We might do some ice fishing. Who knows? But super beautiful up here. Snow's pretty packed down, so we're walking with snowshoes, but you might not need it. So we're going to be out. It is Monday, and we're going to be out till Friday. So lots of fun.
Silly Shug.
Apparently, Miyagi didn't bring snow tires, so we get to an incline. He's got to take the tennis rackets off, then hike up, and then I give him a little bit of distance just in case he comes back.
I dedicate this run to Jeremiah Stringer, Jason Waugh, and John Kelly.
Okay. There we go.
Take off, eh?
Yeah.
How do you steer that thing?
Yeah, you can't do it.
Steer? Wait, what? Look out below!
Yeah, Rob, give her! Give her, Rob! Woo-hoo! Yeah, take the corner! Oh, yeah! Yeah, that was a riot.
Swapping a little paint there.
Oh, yeah. If you ain't rubbing, you ain't racing.
That's right. So we're making our way across Duncan. You've got the snow that's coming down and wind that's kind of blowing across. There's a site right here, and then there's a cove in behind, and then further down there's another site that's down this way. So we're just trying to find something that can tuck as much out of the wind as possible, just so it's more comfortable. And my guess is this site up here on the point would be beautiful in the summertime, you know, prime spot. But for this type of camping, it might be a little bit too exposed. So we're gonna go check it out and see if there's, you know, if we can work with it. If not, we may head further up the lake or back down over here, see if we can find a good spot.
Over here.
Can't tell if the camera's on or not. Looks like it is, but it's pretty cold out here. Getting camp set up. Got the tents. No stoves or anything. We got to go lay the bedding down and then go out and get firewood. Next, having a blast though. It's pretty cool, pretty fun. I'll check back in. So we've got the Hussar Plus 2 that I brought with me. Let's take a look. So we'll get that stove fired up before too long, but we're just doing some firewood now and get all that prepped, and then we can get the fire going and start thinking about dinner. Absolutely gorgeous out here.
Smaller, Andy? You want to go smaller this or big? This is big.
That's the biggest it could be,
Okay.
probably.
Small.
So you could do that, and in half
Okay, yeah.
would be plenty.
Half a finger.
Yeah. Yeah, that's perfect.
Doesn't take much for those little things.
No, it really doesn't.
You can move it in.
Well, good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday. It is 9 o'clock. We've been up since about 7. Got camp up and set up last night. That was kind of the big focus. Didn't do a whole lot of filming just because there was a lot to do. And then Milosh, Miyagi, and myself are in my tent, and the other gents are in the other hut tent, and then Shug, he's hammock camping just on the other side of this little clearing behind the camera. So we got everything fired up this morning. We're gonna go get.
That was limiting our draft. Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, that's the problem.
We're gonna go get wood today. Do some maintenance on the stuff,
Rick, hold on, man.
and then just have an awesome day playing in the snow and have some fun doing some shenanigans. Who knows? But it's a fun group. So we've got Miyagi's here, Milosh is here. We got Rob Pelton is here, Shug's here, and Toots is here. Did I miss anybody? No, I think that's everybody. Wood collection. That's the phrase of the day, I guess. We're gonna stock huge wood piles so that we can enjoy ourselves this week and not have to worry about working so hard every day. So we haven't had breakfast yet. We got some water from the lake and are boiling that on the stove, and that's going to be, I think, our main way of getting water. So it's really cool never being to Boundary Waters in the deep snow. Liking it so far. I'll show you around camp, so stay tuned. It's a bright sunny day. Stay on target. Well, you guys want to come along and see what camp looks like? Come on, I'll give you a tour. This was the original fire pit area that we were making, but I think we're going to be moving to a little wider, bigger area. We've got wood processing center going on right here. So we haul the wood back from wherever we find it, split it, chop it up, all that good stuff. We've got a little hangout area here, our common area. Everybody's got their chairs out, sitting on coolers and whatnot. We got Milosh.
Don't sneak my like this.
I'm like a cat. I just sneak up on people.
Like a cheetah. No
I hear that all the time. Got a little water station going on here.
Yeah, just finished boiling Big Blue there.
Big Blue is cranking. Nice little center here. We got my tent over here. There's Rob earning his keep. Milosh doing math in his head.
Milosh is doing math in his head.
It sure looked like he was doing math. He was counting on his toes.
I was counting.
So that's it. That's camp.
Me counting for 6.
And then if you look behind me, we got access right to the lake. So let's go take a look. Found some down trees, so we were able to get those. There's some more down trees that we were finding just walking along the shoreline, which is awesome. Some blowdowns and whatnot. And then we got water station here. I don't have my snowshoes on, so I'm gonna try not to post hole. And there we've gone, they said it was roughly 18 inches, the ice. So it took a long time to get through. But we got this spectacular view of the lake, and then we came from around that direction and then hiked across. The portage is kind of on the far side of the lake over that way. So that's where we'll head back out in a couple days. But yeah, this is camp, and it's pretty awesome.
We're gonna be wrestling in here later. Rob Pelton versus Milosh, and Shug's got the winner.
Yeah, that's why we brought all that Crisco.
Yeah, and bacon grease.
Yeah, we gotta have a good base for the fire.
Yeah, for sure.
Long fire.
Yeah.
Right?
Is that far enough away? It's just gonna be hot as fuck, man.
Yeah, you'd be surprised.
You can be living under that. You can be double if you slide it.
Get the balance. It's on the side.
Oh,
I got the
I'm like, damn. That was my Stormy Chromer. No grip.
You're gonna have to sit on it. Right towards Shug's face.
It works well. I mean, he had me do a couple of them, and I was like, "Holy cow, that's."
Just find that natural check in the whole log, and then like I'm cutting a pie, just go dunk, 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 dunk.
Chick baby, 1, 2, 3. Chick baby, cut.
Right?
I don't ever see that, man.
No?
I see
That's how
fucking,
fucking Billy does it.
I like it.
Yeah.
fucking shit.
And it just goes. I mean, he's like, "You tried." I'm like, "Seriously? Yeah, all right."
Frozen is the best.
Is this like hiker Jenga? What are we doing here?
We're trying to make a bullshit pyramid.
More pressure.
Give it.
Very nice.
Very nice. High five.
Oh, don't move.
Cutting ever, right?
Most fun wood cutting ever.
Thank you.
That's kind of cool, the maple lady. Oh, the Maple King would love that.
That's a big saw.
He has more maple shit.
See this shit.
The Maple King.
shit?
Like people give him maple stuff. He buys maple. He's garnered fans through the Maple King. People they don't care about, all they ask about is the Maple King, not me.
Which one's that?
That's the Katana Boy.
The Katana Boy.
Thing's no joke, son. No joke for this thing.
The way it happened was that campsite
That
on
thing's
the
freaking massive.
Snowbank Trail. After Hicks and I were doing that big hike, and he's, the night before, he's like, "Man, I don't want to walk in here."
Pie Martin, but big.
He's a little bit smaller than a Wolverine.
And vicious.
I used to have this.
Teamwork, teamwork.
Soak? No.
Tickle. Well, let's try that again since the GoPro was acting up a little bit. It's a little after 9:30. We've had a long day of processing firewood and walking around the lake and drinking whiskey and eating good food and all that fun stuff. That's just the pee bottle. No, that's a whiskey bottle. Pee bottles are pee bottle. So we don't have to get out of bed. Thanks, Miyagi. We're up past 10 degrees in the tent, and it's like -10 or something, -11 outside. So we got the fire going, roasty toasty. So we're gonna get some sleep, and then Shug's leaving us after breakfast. We're talking about doing a day hike up to Rose Falls, and then back and process some wood and get some food going and all that fun stuff. So it's been an action-packed day. We may get some pretty nasty weather, or it may just miss us to the south. Stay tuned. Find out tomorrow. So as of now, I am toasty in my bed, and I'm going to call it a day, and we'll see you guys in the morning. Well, good morning from chilly Minnesota. The Boundary Waters area got to -22 degrees last night. Pretty freaking cold, but pretty awesome at the same time. So was a little chilly, I'm not gonna lie. Not uncomfortable, but a little chilly. We kept the fire going most of the night, but when it started to go out, you could notice it. So tonight, or this morning rather, it's warming up pretty quick now that the sun's out. It's getting closer to 0. So we think we're going to be in the single digits, and sunny this morning. Clouds are supposed to roll in later this afternoon, and tomorrow's supposed to be a little bit warmer. So Shug is heading out today, so he's packing up his gear. It's great to get to meet him and hang out a little bit. The other guys, they're all going to be here until we pack out Friday morning. So today we're thinking about maybe making the hike up to Rose Falls, which is about a mile up and then a mile back. So a couple miles, get the snowshoes on, hike up across the lake. It's really just otherworldly up here. It's so quiet until you get into the hot tent with the guys, and then they're a rowdy bunch. But we had a lot of fun last night getting out, sitting by the fire pit. You know, just the camaraderie was really cool. So yeah, we got to collect some more firewood today. That's kind of the name of the game for every day, is collect some more firewood. Miyagi's got breakfast cooking up, doing some omelets again this morning. Looked like he had some Western omelets this morning, so with some tortillas, should be tasty. So I'm gonna head back towards camp, right around the corner. But I want to give you a view here of the lake, Duncan Lake behind me. So pretty spectacular.
Baby steps.
So how's breakfast?
Breakfast always top 5-star with Miyagi cook.
The paper's made it.
Look at that! Look at that!
We got a live bug. We got a live bug in here.
No way.
Waking him up.
Look at
The spider.
He woke up and he's like, "What is happening?"
Hey, little fella.
What do you got there? Mold?
How you doing?
Oh, spider.
We got wood.
Not my
Look, I
time.
think I just crawled to the bottom of this, and now I'm on the
How was breakfast?
I haven't had it
crawl
yet.
from
I
the
assume
bottom,
good.
then I'm top.
You haven't had breakfast yet?
Crawl from the bottom, then I'm top.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
Double again, here,
So I'm
crawl
standing out
from
here
the
with
bottom, now I'm top.
trees, and it's lovely. It's just
It looks lovely.
Lovely.
Or the sleeping gear, and it ends up being a little mix of both. And right now I'm a little off. Keep my little hats in here, still kind of figuring out. There's a lot of little pockets and slots to keep stuff. Got my line and rope, first aid kit. Kind of got this gap, so when I made camp, I just put all my stuff sacks and everything in that. That kind of worked. Just have them all in one place to put everything back.
Endless fiddling, eh? How you're gonna do it this time, and I'm gonna do it differently.
It's remained pretty good. And just I'll put these pants on to walk in, and then I'll just. This was in a little stuff set coming out. This is just gone. I'm done. Everything I'm going home. Who cares? But I'm trying to still maintain discipline a little bit. Like don't get too sloppy.
Or creek. We can walk creek if we can find, but we can't find, and we can walk. I bet people gonna.
Don't give up now.
But start small.
All right, we got the Swedish torch and the fire going. We're gonna sit. We got our seating set up. We're getting pizzas made right now for dinner. Gonna sit out here, look at, well, there's a moon and a couple planets, but it's kind of cloudy, so you can't see a whole lot. But stay warm, sit by the fire for a little bit, and then fire up the stove in the hot tent and crash. I'm gonna crash hard tonight. Gonna fry the pizza.
My phone restarted again for the third time this morning.
Third time's a charm.
I think the microphone just shorts it out or something.
Yummy, yummy.
What do you think about doing either pancakes or French toast?
Tasty, tasty.
I'm gonna let that congeal for a minute.
Congeal.
What do you call this?
Sweetbread.
With
You know,
honey and
sweetbreads are actually
honey.
organs, aren't they?
Ah.
like that you can play on?
Yeah. I always think of Lurch playing the fucking organ.
So today, one of my chores is going to be to build up a platform, since we kind of have just rigged it together as the snow's melted underneath. That seems to be a common problem, you know, when you're camping on, 3 feet of snow. So we're letting this die down, and so we can take the stovepipe off, make sure it's cleaned out, get all the ash out of the stove itself, and then while that's out of here, we'll rearrange the bottom and use a couple logs, longer ones, to span that bottom section, so that then we can set the stove on top of the logs. The legs don't get hot even when the stove is cranking, so we haven't had any issues using wood, not getting hot and burning and starting a fire or anything like that. So that seems to be fine with this stove. We just need to have better stability. It was starting to kind of tilt as it sank, and we need to get that corrected. The other thing is we want to check the flow. We don't know if there's ash buildup either in the creosote in the pipe on the damper, or just ash in the box that's kind of reducing the flow. But there seemed to be reduced airflow, and we did see smoke that was fighting to get out of the cracks of the pipe on the way out. Even though the top looks clear, to me that screams that there could be a sign of an airflow problem. So as the weather is nice, we're gonna work on that today once that gets cooled down. If you guys know of any other reason why that would happen, post that in the comments down below. I'd love to hear, those of you that use the wood burning stoves, why you might not be getting a great pull on the stove, and why the smoke may be fighting to get out of the seams of the pipe rather than going all the way to the top. But we'll find out later. So we're taking down the stovepipe again to clean it out, and there's a decent amount of buildup in there. So we want to make sure it's clear. So you can see that a lot of the holes in the spark arrestor are plugged up. You see how plugged up they are?
Well, what's plugged up? Oh yeah, look at that. Did you have that on there?
Yeah, so I just took this off. I don't think I'm going to put it back on.
I'd leave it off.
So we'll get a lot better flow. And this wood is, sappy pine. You get a lot of buildup. It's not like burning the hardwoods back home. Oak and maple, you won't get the same kind of issue, but this we're having to clean out quite a bit more. So we'll get this all cleared out and put back on, and should be good to go for tonight. right, well, we're off on our afternoon hike. We're gonna head up north on Duncan Lake to see if we can find a Rose Falls. So it's about a mile trek. Snow's still coming down. It's light, but it's steady. And we're gonna make our way up to kind of the point of the lake where the water, I don't know if it runs into this lake or runs out of this lake. I'd guess it runs in, but we're gonna head up that way, see if we can find the falls, and then turn around and come back. Oh, got a corner. We stopped here at another camp. This is a spot here just a little northeast of where we are. I think this is 663 and we're down at 664. So we're going to keep making our way kind of northeast to towards Rose Lake, to Rose Falls. See if we can find it. Snow's still falling. It's not coming down real heavy or anything, but you know, it's consistent enough to cut down the visibility. It just makes it look absolutely stunning.
Stop. As soon as I seen you in that rock wall, I'm like, nope. Gotta stop. And I'm gonna do the same thing right where you are. I'm gonna fall into you.
How are those on this kind of terrain? Just not a lot of grip? Hey, you got some skis. Hands getting cold, holding the camera. That's Canada over there. We can see it. Oh, Canada, our home and native land. Or something. Do you ever have that moment on a hike when you realize the person that you're following doesn't really know where they're going, and you go, huh, everybody huddle up. Is there a sheer cliff we have to scale?
Yeah.
Good. I was hoping that was on the list.
I'm telling you, man. So when we were against that rock wall, I remember coming down, when we hiked that border road trail, I remember coming down to that, so we must have missed a side trail just to the top of here.
Sounds good. We'll find it. I think I got that. A little slippery going up. If it's packed down real good, I have a lot of confidence because it grips real well. It's the soft snow that even with these spikes you might not get a lot of traction, so it seems to be, for the most part, if you stay up the middle, kind of icy and packed down, which is why it's given them so much trouble. But you know, some of the fluffier stuff is tough because it just, you don't grab a lot, but this hard pack is a little easier.
It's a pinch, bite pinch. Yeah,
Just like a kid.
bite pinch.
Ah, so good. That was a good climb. Now it's just kind of a gentle switchback. So you can see down here, gap in the ice where the water is flowing underneath it, and you can hear the water underneath the snow rushing.
Reach the ceiling one day. Like tight.
Like there's a little break.
Yeah, water, flow water.
Over the water.
Nobody ever died from hypothermia, it's fine.
Nobody ever fell off an old rickety bridge
We can
into
turn around. You have to go 1
frozen
mile for returning around.
water.
Woohoo!
Much success.
Ah, got
Much
it.
success.
All right, see you later.
Canada, no fear.
I get a picture of you there, bud.
And
If someone goes through,
going already.
right?
Okay.
We have the most amount of flotation.
So one should be in the front, one should be in the back.
If we go through, it's safer to go back always than to go forward. Because you know back is safe and you don't know what's forward.
Come on. Okay. So usually first person in line will fall through.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go first.
Balls of steel. We're all a little bit nervous because we encountered some slushy ice as we were coming across and immediately just cut to shore. But we're getting close to that point where we're gonna go back over the ice and talking about what do you do if somebody goes through, and like it gets real quick. Trying to be safe and putting together a plan and all of that, but get your heart going a little bit, especially when you're the new guy. So this is that section that we were coming across and we were seeing slush, so we immediately just cut over to the shore. So we're gonna hug the shore, it looks like, a little bit further before we want to go test that ice. But Adam and Miyagi have the most experience in this environment in rescue situations, so they're kind of running the middle and I'm running the back, and Milosh wanted to run the point, so they're all kind of scoping it out, and we're gonna see what looks the best. But I'd be lying if I didn't admit I'm a little scared. That was the slushy spot right through there. So hopefully we can get by that. And none of the rest was bad. I mean, some of it's really thick, but you know, still, once you hit that, everybody's antenna goes up. All right, off to the shore as quick as you can. Here we go, out onto the ice. All right, so it is my night to cook dinner. So we're doing some fajitas. So I grilled up some chicken the night before leaving, and it's tough because being the fourth night, not everything keeps real well that you want to have for fajitas. So yeah, you can do the green peppers and the onions, and I've got black beans and chicken, tortillas, but you know, the limes, the avocados, the tomatoes, we'll see how they turn out, but they were all completely frozen solid. So the tomatoes are pretty much done. The avocados are, yeah, and we'll see what the limes are like, and the cilantro. So we'll go from there. Ah, thank you, blueberry.
How's it going in there, chef?
For when you are there.
For when you are there.
The chef gets special delivery of dragonberry. Special delivery.
Very good. Can you hear them? They're out at the fire pit right now while I'm cooking. I have no idea what's going on out there, but it's hilarious.
Bring it in.
Is it YouTube meetup time?
Oh, fuck, boy. Look at that shit. Oh my god.
You can't see him on the. Here, wait. I'll light it up. Oh, you can't see crap with that on, can you? There you go. Wow, that. What is that? Dragonberry vodka? I'm not sure what we're drinking.
I'm gonna burn this. It's okay, man.
Don't burn your hands.
That's fucking.
It's too close.
Oh, good morning. It's the final morning. We're enjoying a little bit of warmth before we get up and move. It's about 29 degrees here in the tent. It is negative 20 and a half outside. It got down to negative 22 last night, at least the lowest I've seen. We've got the stove cooking still, roaring this morning. I'm gonna make some coffee here in a second, and then start thinking about getting dressed, packing up. They're getting some breakfast started soon, so I'm sure that'll be ready. The sun is just starting to hit the side of the tent just a little bit. It's supposed to warm up all the way to about 10 degrees today, so once the sun hits us, it should warm up quite a bit. But it's freaking cold. 22, and what do we have the other night? 24.
Mine is 24.
That's the record still for me. So pretty cold. That's a pretty deep cold. All right. Milosh is getting the fire.
Crisscross.
Applesauce. Get that fire roaring. And I'm gonna make some coffee. I will check back in later as we're moving along towards teardown day. Hiking out across the lakes. A little nervous for that. They were a little slushy yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. I'm no hero.
Scary.
All right, so we've had breakfast. We're in full teardown mode now, getting everything laid out, getting packed up, letting that stove burn out, and then it's going to cool down and we can get the stove packed. So we're kind of tearing down in here, getting everything where we were sleeping away, making sure we don't forget anything. And then we're going to be loading pulks, doing last minute cleanup, all that fun stuff before getting out of Dodge. Alright, so we've pretty much got things broken down.
Carlos! Hey, Carlos!
We're having a good time with it. Everybody seems to be in pretty good spirits, even though we're heading home. Let me show you. This is where our tent was. You can see the stove melting away. I was over there. These guys were over here. Spot worked out great. You can see where they dug out for their tent.
Carlos is here. Carlos, do your dance. Dance for me. Dance for me, Carlos. Dance, monkey. Carlos is such a good dancer. Hello, Carlos.
Well, we are making our way out, heading across Duncan, making our way back to the cars after what ends up being a pretty spectacular week in the Boundary Waters. Having been up here in the summertime, it is a whole different world, a whole different ball game to be up here in the winter during the deep freeze, setting all-time records, negative 20 below, 24 below. That's the coldest I've ever camped. Enjoying some good food, some great camaraderie, good group of guys, just a lot of fun. Just experiencing nature in a different way. You know, even having been here before, seeing it with new eyes is really, really quite breathtaking. Definitely an advantage coming with guys that have done this regularly. You pick up lots of great information, tips and tricks of just how to make this more comfortable and safe. It's really been educational for me, so I've really enjoyed my time up here. For those of you that have camped in these kind of conditions, you know what I'm talking about. It's just otherworldly. Still love camping in the warm weather, but man, there's something about strapping on snowshoes and heading out for a hike and seeing some ice waterfall and frozen over lakes and just lots of fun. Sleeping in hot tents, on and on and on. So much fun. We're gonna enjoy these last mile and a half back to the car. A nice slow walk, trying not to overheat and being safe. So thanks so much for watching, everybody. Enjoy the last few minutes out.
Oh yeah, we'll go that way. If we miss our turn and we go straight across, that'll be the first parking lot we're at.
Last few feet. Trailhead, baby.
Bring it in, bud. Great time. Oh, I'll have to do it again. We all live to tell the tale.
Anything you'd like to say to Smolder?
Don't worry, buddy. We did plenty of smoldering for you. You're gonna see it all on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. And you know, Shug was with us, so, you know.
He asked about you.
Yeah, he was wondering who the smolder guy was. But he filled in for you, so. We missed you, buddy, though. Maybe next year.
Maybe next year.